seem to have some fun games. In fact, we're going to go watch another 1v1 Nomad here from BBK against MKD Dace. Once again, we're lucky. The game does look like it's gone on for a little while, so we may be about 20 minutes in, but we'll continue watching from there. Considering it's Land Nomad, indeed, we are 20 minutes in, so this is getting fast forward until we catch up to the correct time. But let's have a look at both players. We have Dace here in the green, and with his town center really close is BBK in the blue. The gold positioning, we'll just wait for the game to catch up, but I'm a bit sad that we're so far behind here, because we're going to see some interesting play. Outpost up here for BBK, and players are all over the map at the moment, but no real aggression. Some watchtowers up. In fact, it looks like Tower Rush tried to go up for BBK, but well defended there by Dace, and we are at the time now, so sorry about that fast forward, but hopefully we're getting to the interesting parts. We do have some galley walls on the water, but once again, BBK with the advantage on the water, which is really nice for him. So he does have the advantage against Dace at the moment. Dace actually walling up around the back of his base, so he doesn't want BBK to get in with any units. And let's have a look at this. We have, we didn't even check the civilizations, guys. We have Chinese against Chinese. So Chinese against Chinese on Land Nomad. Very nice civilization for Land Nomad, starting off with the 6 villages. BBK has moved out around the south of his base in order to secure the gold and the stone. What is the deal with this gold, though? Horrible, horrible, horrible gold down the back for Dace. He does have a nice gold next to his town center, though, so he should be fine for now. The gold distributed fairly evenly between the players by the looks of it. And currently I think both players are fairly even. We do have this archery range and barracks out for Dace in front of his base. Do we have any military buildings out for BBK? I don't think so. He's just trying to secure the water. But the water's really not all that important. And it looks like that BBK doesn't have any fishing ships. He must have lost all his fishing ships, actually, against Dace. So, yeah, really, he should stop focusing on water. Actually sending more villagers on the stone, which is interesting. What is his plan here? Is he planning to go up for a castle? Well, he is on his way up to castle age, guys. He's about 60% up to castle age, whereas Dace is nowhere near. Dace going for more of a feudal rush here. But where's his army? He's got 2 archery ranges up, but he isn't putting the pressure on BBK at the moment. And BBK is just going for the tower rush? Is he going for the tower rush? He had a lot of stone, then it disappeared. Was it this tower? It could have been this tower. So BBK could be going for somewhat of a tower rush. I'm not all that sure. Villagers moving forwards here for Dace. And what is he going to put down here? Let's have a look. So he's going to put a tower. He's going to put a tower on this lumber line. He wants to deny the lumber here from BBK. BBK doesn't see the tower, and in fact putting up a siege workshop, so he wants to deal with the archers that are coming out here for Dace. So that's a really nice tactic there, and Dace is going to have to get up to castle age fairly quickly now. He does not want to lag behind here. But the tower will be up for Dace, and is in a really nice position to take down the Mangadellas that comes out of the siege workshop. And killing one villager with the tower, in fact, sending all the villagers back to the town centre, and it looks like Dace is going to have to move his wood elsewhere. But if he moves it off to this lumber here, which, yeah, he should move it to the south of his base, because he moves it to this lumber, it's going to be easily targeted here by Dace. The archer's trying to do some damage here, but a lot of villagers on the stone here for BBK, and I wonder what, he must be going for a castle, so BBK going to go for a castle. The Mangadel moving quite aggressively forwards for BBK, acting as a defense against these lumber choppers here. And now actually going straight for the town centre, so Dace is going to have to do something about this. Oh, and going to build a castle right in front of his town centre. So aggressive there from BBK. Unfortunately, he's sending his villagers around the back. The silly villagers are really not that smart. He's going to send them around the front. The villagers just want to keep going around the back for some reason. Look at this stubborn villager. He's like, oh yeah, I want to go around the back and build the castle. Villagers coming forwards though. Oh, and really, really nice wall there for BBK. But the villagers are coming around. They're going to try and deny this castle. It's vitally important, but I don't think they will. I think this castle will go up because we have the tower up for BBK as well. With the Mangadel out, taking the archers out, and this castle will go up for BBK. And this is going to make Dace's job impossible. Dace, I think it's going to be GG because he will not be able to keep this food production up, which he needs to get to the castle age. And it looks like the castle is now up for BBK. And he's going to start queuing up a huge amount of chickenoos. Just all those chickenoos out. He's going to start pumping out those chickenoos and doing some serious harass here to Dace. And Dace in a lot of trouble. I don't know what he can do about this. I mean, his military buildings are just compromised by this castle now. He's got nothing. He's got a stable around the side, but he needs the food for Castle Age. And he just has no food at the moment. He has absolutely no food. He cannot survive this in Feudal Age at all. He's going to have to get to Castle Age ASAP. He does have the wall off to prevent him from going around the right-hand side of his base, but yeah, where's he going to get his food from? Is he getting it from somewhere else? There's a few mills up, but those villagers are in the tower doing damage. And actually, I say that he got his tower behind the wood, and he's doing it. He's forced BBK off the lumber line once again, but those Chicanoos are already out in force, and they are going to start doing the damage there for BBK. And once he gets the mass of those Chicanoos, they're going to be hard to stop. Dace is going to have a hard time actually stopping the Chicanoos. Taking down the archery range with the ram out as well. He's just going to start pushing into the base of Dace. Dace trying to put another watchtower up to prevent any sort of entry here from the Chicanoos, but I just don't think it's going to stop them. BBK is going to get into Dace's base. And here comes the ram straight to the town centre. Dace not even up to Castle Age yet. Nowhere near to Castle Age. And surely this is going to be a resignation. I don't see anything he can do to combat this. He doesn't have any military units out. He's going to lose his town centre. Oh no, Dace. And nothing he can do about this. BBK has just played a great game so far. Another town centre out for BBK as well. And yeah, I don't see how Dace is going to come back. He has no town centre now. He's going to build another one. He does have the wood only just, so he's going to build another town centre somewhere. But it's just the time wasted. He's not going to be producing villagers in that time. And while he's not producing villagers, BBK just continues to pump out more villagers. So the town centre is now coming up for Dace. His only town centre is now coming back up again. Trying to defend this area here. Dace just trying to defend off, so hasn't GG'd yet. But these Chicanoos are going to come around and start doing more damage. Unfortunately there, BBK sending those Chicanoos back. Some scout sound and play by Dace, but it's just not enough. They're just not going to do anything. And I think these Chicanoos are going to start doing damage. These archers are just no mass against these powerful Chicanoos. Chicanoos with the fletching upgrade. I'm sure BBK will go for extra upgrades shortly, and the Chicanoos just going to absolutely destroy the archers here. The Rams going and taking down the rest of Dace's military buildings. So Dace desperately trying to get up to Castle Age at the moment, but currently BBK with just a commanding advantage on him. More and more archers coming out for Dace. We do see more towers coming up for Dace as well, but the towers, I mean, all they're really doing is providing some sort of defense to the gold, but this villager could get picked off soon if he's not careful. He's actually a little bit out of position, so I say bye-bye. Well, no, I'm sure he's spotted it now. Those scouts have spotted it, so he better move that villager away. Indeed, he has put that villager inside of the tower, but the Rams are continuing to move forward, perhaps to take out this tower with the Chicanoos. And Dace still nowhere near Castle Age. He needs to get the food going. Building another watchtower in order to defend. Of course, one watchtower taken down perhaps by the castle. Putting a market up, but he's just so far behind at the moment. BBK's just taking a commanding score lead. Sure, Dace's archers in play, but there's just nothing against these Chicanoos. These Chicanoos are just so strong. Taking down the tower easily with the Rams once he gets the, well, you get the house down and then, well, no, he's just going straight for the tower, why not? Just going straight for the tower with the Ram and very quickly taking it down. We can say goodbye to that villager. Going to move forward and take control of this gold here for BBK. And if Dace loses that barracks, he won't be able to go up to Castle Age, but he has clicked to Castle Age, thankfully, so it's all good. Dace is heading up to the Castle Age now. Hey, Sad Giraffe, how you going? So he is heading up to Castle Age. Let's see what he can do. Oh, he's just so far behind at the moment. If you look at the oh no, he's not that far behind. BBK only was 62 population compared to 58 here for Dace. So really not that far behind. Dace is going to try and stick into this. He's going to keep going, getting the archery range up again. So he wants to start producing more archers. And perhaps BBK feels he has this one, but he should actually be a little careful. The population doesn't have too big of a difference. Of course, the difference will expand now that BBK has the extra town centre and is also producing units, whereas Dace is actually going up to Castle Age at the moment, which means he can't continue producing his villagers. Interesting walling here though. The chicken is killing off a villager, but unable to push in because of these towers. I'm just going to keep pushing forwards with those rams. Fishing chips out for Dace, but not really going to be all that good with the galleys out for BBK with the water control still. And almost up to Castle Age now for Dace. Now let's see what he can do once he gets to the castle. About 1,000 points behind. Let's see if he can come back from this and what his plan is. He does have pretty decent resources, so let's see what he decides to do. He's putting up a castle, so Dace's going to put up a castle and start pushing with his own chickanoos. The Rams continuing to take down the houses though, and Dace will have to put some extra house up because he's about to get housed. Putting another blacksmith up, so he wants to get those upgrades, and he's just wasted so much wood having to rebuild these buildings he already had before the castle destroyed them. He will be getting the extra castle up though, or the first castle, where he will be able to start producing his Chucanoos, sending it some siege. So BBK is sending some siege forward, but now the castle's in play. He should be well defended on his right hand side. It's just this left hand side which could be the problem. Ooh, and crossbow's out for Dace, so Dace went up for the crossbow upgrade, but not going to be all that effective against this mass of Chucanoos. He does have a castle out, but not producing any Chucanoos from it, so it looks like he's focusing on the archers from the archery range, but he's going to need another archery range out. He definitely doesn't want to keep losing them like that. Yeah, the Kappa Rams are trying to come forward for BBK at the moment. Let's see what these Rams can do. They should just walk in because they don't care about they don't care about the tower fire. In fact, they may even just go and take down the tower. Just walking straight into the base here. I'm sure the villagers will come in from Dace, but with the Mangadel out as well, Mangadel trying to take out this extra tower here. And the Rams also helping out. The Mangadel needs to micro and take down these villagers here from Dace. So let's see if BBK does this. No, he's not, and the Rams are getting taken down here, but a watchtower is down now for Dace, so nice job there by BBK. BBK is starting to pump out the Chucanoos though from his castle. Now the villagers have defended off this attack here. Building a lumber camp on the front now, but they need to continue to be vigilant. Chucanoos heading around the back here for BBK, so he's probably going to break into the walls. And in fact, all these villagers here for Dace here that were mining, I believe it was the stone, are all idle. Fortunately, BBK not going to find them, but Dace needs to do something with them because they're just doing nothing at the moment. Oh, siege workshop around the back here for Dace, moving forwards with some Mangadels, but a lot of villagers moving out for BBK. He's actually what's he doing? Ooh, he's going for the wood, but look at this, the watchtower coming up in advance for Dace. So Dace, knowing that this lumber camp was coming up, putting the watchtower up with some Mangadels pushing forward, and these villagers building a very quick defensive watchtower, and they should get this up, and it should have the advantage over the watchtower of Dace. Oh no, I think Dace is on slightly higher land actually. The Mangadel's moving forwards, perhaps going to get a shot on these villagers. Oh, a little too late, but the tower is up now for Dace and BBK. Chucanoos moving around the back for Dace, and those villagers are once again going to get forced away from the wood. And where's he going to put his lumber camp? He just keeps getting forced off this wood. They're going to go into the castle and redirect them elsewhere, I guess. I'm not too sure what BBK is doing there, but he could have a shortage of wood soon. Indeed, he does have a shortage of wood, with more siege coming out here for Dace. Has a Mangadel out with the Chucanoos backing him up with a Scorpion as well. And actually putting some serious pressure on BBK's town centre over here, coming up with a mining camp to take advantage of the gold as well. So nice play there from Dace. Villagers are getting redirected to another lumber camp, most likely down south or over to the side. We do have another town centre up for Dace here on the lumber. Do we have a third town centre? So I don't think we have a third town centre for Dace at the moment. But currently, this is where the action is. Looks like the town centre is going to go down for BBK unless he repairs it, and he's not going to. So that town centre will go down for him, no doubt about it. The villager's going to chop the wood on the tree, but they're going to have to run out of there because they do not want to be near these Mangadels. That town centre is down now though, but BBK and Imperial Age, and I didn't even see that at all, even though it was right in front of me. So BBK has gone up to the Imperial Age. Let's see what he can do now. He's in Imperial Age. I suspect not that much because he doesn't have all that much resources. Does have another town centre up slightly south of the one he just lost. But yeah, it just looks like Dace going to continue to push in. Dace nowhere near Imperial Ages. But let's see what he can actually do against this. Oh, hello, hello the Viper. So let's have a look. The Mangadale's continuing to push forward from Dace. BBK taking the stone, so he wants to perhaps build some more defensive towers to try and secure his territory. But these Mangadales moving forwards and actually going to start pushing against these villages on this stone, perhaps. So it looks like Dace is doing a really good job. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if Dace won. I mean, he was quite far behind, but I think BBK made a mistake going up for the fast Imperial. We see Dace with the population advantage at the moment. I mean, and what's BBK expecting to do in Imperial Age? He has Chukanu's out. Is he going to go elite? He's going... No, he's not going for anything. He hasn't researched anything. He just has a shortage of wood at the moment. The towers keep coming up here for Dace, and yeah, BBK has no wood sources. This is the problem. BBK has a shortage of wood at the moment, and he can't produce his Chukanus that are so strong as the Chinese. He's going to have to really go into something else. But, you know, he has a shortage of gold as well. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't have any gold. He got chased off the gold up here. I mean, where else is he supposed to get his gold from? Going to try and do some harass to those Chukanus, but at the moment, I think BBK is just stuffed. I think this is GG for him, unless he can somehow push this back from Dace, which, now that I say that, he does have the Trebuchet out, so he's starting to take down this castle here, and Dace is not going to be able to do anything about that. The Chukanus and crossbows continuing helping Dace defend his base here. And BBK just running out of Chukanus without the proper wood and gold. He's going to find it hard to continue creating them. Now that I look though, he is starting to get a wood supply in from somewhere. Indeed, he's gone back up to the north side here in order to get the wood close to his stocks. So that is definitely a viable way of doing it here. But the castle is going down now for Dace, and this is going to be the last hit. And we're going to see the castle going down now. Villagers moving forwards for BBK. And he's going to want to put a lumber camp up on the back and share the lumber with Dace. Very nice there for him. Chukanu's here from Dace, of course, taking BBK off his other lumber down the south. And I feel that if BBK loses this lumber, I don't know what he's going to do. I mean, he's pretty desperate to steal his opponent's lumber with all those villagers. All that Dace needs to do is send some Chukanus in and deal with these. But fortunately there for BBK, he does have the castle backing him up, with a Trebuchet slowly taking down the watchtower as well. Chukanus moving forwards to do some harass to Dace. And currently Dace taking the score lead, only because BBK's just got this massive amount of villagers that can't find any wood sources. The Mangadale's here from Dace, continuing to take down the towers here from BBK and spreading out to more and more wood sources. But just look at this. This is desperation, guys. This is absolute desperation. Just the amount of woodcutters trying to fit in this single lumber camp. BBK doing the right thing. Now that he's cleared off this castle, he can go and retake this wood here. Also clearing off this tower, so going to retake this wood. But crossbows and Chukanus out for Dace, and they will once again chase away these villagers. Oh, and the villagers right here on this wood being chased away by a large amount of Chukanus by Dace. Dace doing a wonderful job with the Mangadales as well, killing quite a few villagers trying to run away from the wood. And yeah, BBK just struggling so hard with wood at the moment, and because he doesn't have the wood, he can't get the Chukanus out. Oh, actually has a lot of wood, now struggling with gold. Gold is actually the problem he has now. He has absolutely no gold, and he can't do anything about it. So I just don't see how BBK is going to come back from this. Sure, he's slightly in the score lead, but he has no gold. Now that I say that, I think he's buying his gold, because I don't... Does he have gold? Does he have gold anywhere? No, he must be buying his gold with the market at the moment, because he has no other way of getting gold. Trying to go up to this other lumber camp with these villagers, because the tower is up again here for Dace over the lumber there from BBK. Here's BBK completely cut off from basically all his wood now, and just totally smart playing by Dace, completely taking the map control, surrounding in BBK. And yeah, he just doesn't have any wood. He can't do anything. What can you do when you don't have wood? And his villagers desperately just trying to chop the wood, but just getting killed off by the tower. Chukanu's out in play here from BBK to try and push back the crossbows of Dace. Obviously, Chukanu's going to be stronger than the crossbows. But looks like Dace going for light cavalry now, so going to send the light cavalry out and start to push against BBK. Where are the stables here for Dace? Are they around the back? Let's have a look. I'm going to see if I can find his stables. Okay, so he has a lot of stables actually around the back of the base for BBK, so I'm just going to send them straight in and do arrest the economy. But if you look at the population, 38, 37 population for BBK to 96 from Dace. This game is over. This game is over. I mean, come on, BBK barely has any villagers. This is probably like his whole villager population at the moment. Just these woodcutters desperately trying to cut wood on this tiny patch of tree. Just the map domination from Dace is amazing. Unfortunately, though, he lost a lot of villagers there to that single Mangonel, and BBK going to continue to try and push in with the Imperial Age Trebuchets, but there's nothing he can do, and he has called a GG. So absolutely brilliant game there from Dace, managing to come back. He spent so long in Feudal Age, and he somehow managed to hold on and come back against BBK. And I think BBK's biggest mistake was going to that fast Imperial. It was just completely unnecessary with the position he was in, and it allowed Dace to come back. And just Dace with the absolutely aggressive map control, building the towers, and basically taking the wood away from BBK. That's what won it for him. He took the wood and the gold away from BBK, and without wood and gold, he can do absolutely nothing.